Okay, so today we're going to talk about Sirius and Orion, and I think I wanted to make a video on him because from what I can see, all his reception has been really positive for some reason. And I don't think he's just that good. He's just meh, personally. I get why other people would think he's really good, but at the same time, it's like, whatever. So I'm going to break it down his abilities really quickly. I'm not going to take like 20 minutes to do this. His one is, by the way, because I'm not going to keep mentioning them for Sirius and Orion, this is green guy, this is red guy, okay? So, green guy, you throw out his sight, it does heat damage, and it goes through them sometimes, you pick up loot, whatever, it's a good CC, that's pretty much it. His 2 is little jade lightnings, which have status chance for some reason, and also they're not accurate to where you're looking. So, for a demonstration really quickly, I have the MQ Inferior, is just a normal, like, so if I shoot at this guy, yeah, it just misses. Because it goes to your right shoulder for some reason. God, you are annoying. So, as you can see, if I'm this far away, it just misses. Like, it just goes to the side. I don't know why they didn't just make it so it goes either to your reticle, or if it just hones in on whoever you're shooting at. Because you can see here, it's aiming correctly. But then for some reason, it just decides to miss. I don't really get why. Like, yeah, this is fine. And then it just misses sometimes. I don't get that. Whatever. It does no damage at all. They might have done some testing for him, but it was probably just normal path. Because, first of all, it has a status chance. So as you can see, like, 203 damage for these guys. Like, meh. It is good at it's an AoE, but, like, again, sometimes it'll just miss. His 3 is a AoE heal damage reduction, which you would think is fine until you learn that it's omnidirectional. So what I mean by that is, if I put this here, first of all, you can't see it because it's bugged, but the Jade Lightning is just in the air now. So if you're not here, it just doesn't do anything. It doesn't move, it's stationary, it's about a 10-meter radius. So real quick, when it's fully ranged out, it's about this much range, which is like, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of ass. Like, I wish it was just like Oberon Aura, where it just followed you around, but no. Like, imagine if I pop it here, and I think I popped it here. It's just in the air now. Like, here it doesn't do anything. I have to physically move next to it to actually do anything. Then you have the other guy. The other guy, his 1 is probably his best ability, which is really funny to think about, because it's his 1. Like, who thinks his 1 is the best ability? So, I'm gonna switch to his 1 real quick. What his 1 does is it armor strips and it does slash. It does AoE, that's it. And it's probably his best ability. Even though that's all it does. It's like a melee Asher Shuriken pretty much. With no augment. His 2, oh, this is gonna happen a lot. His 2 is a little decoy that you can't see. It's meant to pop 1 immediately, but it doesn't do that. And then when you get damaged, it will put out a clone. If you have an AoE weapon like this thing, and then you pop his 2, even though you're not damaging yourself, you do spawn a little ghost, which I like. I think that's pretty cool. And then his 3 is just the most annoying ragdoll you can possibly have. Like, the visual's cool, whatever, it's a black hole. First of all, it ragdolls, so you can't even, like, do headshots properly, it just does that. Second of all, it just has a mind of its own. You can kind of control it by using your 1. This pulls it in, and then the other one pulls it away. And as you can see, this is already showing some of his problems, which is, it's not like Larva, so you can't, like, heavy attack or do finishes on it. It just floats around. It's really annoying. Sometimes it'll just fling enemies to the other side of the map for no reason, like this guy. Why is this guy here? He just got flung from here for no reason. And then it doesn't do any damage, like, at all. The only way it does damage if you use his abilities. But, like, So those are his 6 abilities, which are all kind of meh, in my opinion. Like, it's crazy how 6 abilities, I would only consider 1 of them good, and then the other are just okay. And then you have his 4, so his 4 is a Constellation. You have to match the colors to the constellation, so now it's red, then green, whatever. And then you can cancel it. It doesn't use the rest of the charges, which I also like. To get the big boom, though, you have to use all your charges, like all 7 charges, which is just kind of annoying. It's just really annoying, man. I would consider him 4 slop, and here's what I mean by that. So all his abilities except his 1 and his 4 are, you want to put him down. They're just set abilities. So I use his 1, his 2, it's active. I use his 3, it's active. I use the other guy's 2, it's active. I use the other guy's 3, it's active. Now I have to build Constellation. I have no reason to... These motherfuckers. So... I swear to God, this shit's annoying. So, because there are setup abilities, they're already out. Like, I don't have to use them again. So what do I do if I want to build Constellation? Well, you can either recast them, which you could. Like, I could recast this 3, and I could recast this 3, and I could recast this 3, and now it's on. But there's not really a point in doing so. Let me just use all my stacks real quick. Get the big boom. Cool. Just flat damage that doesn't have any status effect on it. It's really good. I'm gonna get bugged again. I'm not gonna get bugged. So again, because it's a setup, they're setup abilities. I use this whenever I use them. Like, they're already in use. I don't have to use them again, right? So what you do is you use his 1 to set up his 4. So because I already have all my setup abilities down, I use his 1 to cycle abilities, and now I have his 4. And his 4 is fine, but it's going to start falling off. When I use this 4 like this, you can see I am vulnerable. I can get damaged because I have a decoy. Okay, so now I use his abilities so I don't get damaged. I get invincibility frames. That's all good. And let's say there's a big target here, and he's about to spawn like an acolyte, right? So I want to wait for my abilities. Like, I want to wait for him to spawn in. While I'm waiting for that, I could just die here. Good thing it did spawn decoys, which is cool. So let's say the acolyte spawns right now, and then I can kill him. But because it does flat damage, you're probably not going to kill him, like, at all. Also, for some reason, they decided to give radius on it. So if you're far away, it does less damage. I don't think that's great, honestly. So how do you play this guy? Let me go actually to my playable loadout. The way you play this guy is very simple. You spawn in, and then you just want to get your abilities down. So pop this, pop this, pop this, and then pop this. And I forgot one of them because... Man, I didn't forget one of them. Oh yeah, my clone... Okay, so that guy's all the way over there. These guys are all getting CC, which again, the one good thing about this guy is that you have a lot of CC. So you need to bring good weapons because he is not really like a damage platform. And okay, all my abilities are out. I want to have my Constellation, so now I'm just going to pop his 1 randomly. And now I have his Constellation. And now this guy's over here, so I'm going to go over here. This guy's dead. I want to kill this guy, so I come over here. Didn't die. Now he died, and I'm going to go for this guy. Didn't die. Do it again. And let's say I'm looking for a big target. Okay, big target's over here. And maybe he's dead. I don't know. So the reason why I don't think this guy's that great is because none of his abilities really do anything. Like, they're all CC abilities. Which, you know, if you want to go, oh, no damage, bad. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is, I think they wanted him to be more than he is. Like, they wanted for his abilities to like synergize between each other, but none of them do. Like, his 3 is just a little area that does damage reduction fine. His 2 is a little bit of heat, like slight CC. So these 2 abilities don't do anything. You might say, oh, but his 2 synergizes because it does heat damage and you do damage and you spread heat. Yeah, but you're not synergizing anything. It just does heat. Whatever. See, like, the fact that this guy can shoot his second weapon, like my weapon, is better than whatever the other abilities are. So I'm going to switch to the other guy. The decoy is, again, just a CC ability. How does this 2 synergize? How does Orange Man's CC abilities synergize with every other ability? It doesn't. It's just a decoy. I guess if you pop Constellation, sometimes if they shoot you in the air, it can decoy for Constellation. I could argue that. And then his 3 is the black hole. I swear, they just wanted an excuse to make a black hole. even though it does absolutely nothing. It just CCs. And then the only kind of synergy that he has is you can use his one to interact with it. So this guy pulls it in, and then the other guy pushes it away. And that's pretty much all the synergy you have with him. Like, all his other abilities are just disjointed. They don't mix at all. I don't get the hype for this guy. His abilities are CC abilities, which are fine, whatever. But none of them synergize with each other. At all. Like, his 4 is just a big boom. Like, it looks cool. I can say it looks cool when they're doing like the joint animations. Like, this guy's over here, and then he's gonna come to me, and then he comes to me again, and then they like break apart. I think the animations are great. Shout out to the animation team. But like, what part of this symbolizes like a synergy? I get that they're doing it together. Just because you're putting two things together doesn't mean they're combining or like they're synergizing. Theme-wise, if you play the story or the quest, it's cool, but like, in terms of gameplay, what the fuck am I doing that's synergizing with this guy? Like, okay, he gets damage reduction. Cool. He gets a decoy. Cool. A little black hole that doesn't do anything. It just ragdolls him around. And now you have now you're left with sights that don't do anything. Like, I don't get why this guy is so hyped. Again, I think he really is just 4 slop, because his 4 looks cool. But again, it's flat damage. It scales with range, but the range is percentage based. So you see, this guy got 47k. This guy got 9k. 76k. Like, and then big boom looks cool. Like, if you want to play this guy, you have to be constantly like doing stuff. And what do you get for it? You get CC. And then every once in a while, whenever you can match your Constellation, you just pop his 4 and you do damage. Like, I swear, all you have to do is you just pop his 3 and his 2, and then you just cycle between your 1s just so you can get Constellation. That's all he is. Like, how is that a good... Like, the theme is fine, I guess, but... meh? I don't know, maybe I'm just jaded from other frames, because other frames are like... complicated doesn't mean better. I think making something simple with a good concept should come first before making things that look cool. And I get that he's like a lore frame, but that's pretty much all he is. Like, that's all he has left is cool visuals and lore. Because besides that, he doesn't do anything else. I don't know. This might probably make some people upset, because, I don't know, some people just love to just slob on it when new frames come out. I don't think he's that great, to be honest. It might be an unpopular opinion, but, you know, whatever, dude. Alright, that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to say. Have a good one.